Hey guys, welcome to Mobility Monday. I'm Coach Gail. This is Coach Kyle. Today we're going to be focusing on ankles and wrists. We've done a lot of body weight stuff, a lot of jumping, and then a lot of putting a lot of pressure on our wrists from all the body weight stuff, the inchworms, the push-ups, and all that. So we're going to work on those today. Let's start with the ankles. Probably one of my favorite things if we just wanted to work on ankle flexion. So going forward, Kyle might need a little extra help. So what we're going to do is come up on our knee. We're going to go to our 90-90 or half kneeling position.
Yeah.
So when I say 90-90 or half kneeling, I mean one leg, the front leg will be coming into 90 degrees, the back leg 90 degrees. And then from there, we can just lean forward on that front, and we can make it more active just by coming forward and back, and just really getting nice flexion through the front part of the ankle, dorsiflexion. So then, if Kyle were having some issues, he could make this a more of a static stretch. He could take that, so he could, one, use it for balance, two, if he needed a little extra weight, if he wanted to make this a longer stretch. So we can come here, say like 10 reps, or he can put that on top of his knee, and this is if you have weight at home, and use it to actually really bear down on that ankle and then dorsiflexion. So he could hang out there for anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple of minutes and really work on that. So from there, if we're working on dorsiflexion, the opposite would be plantar flexion. So then what we might do is put our feet behind us and just sit on top of them. So that's going to flatten out the top part of that foot. We just hang out here, and then like we did Kyle and I yesterday on a recovery workout, really sitting back. So then, one, you're also getting a nice stretch on those quads and some hip flexors, but you should be feeling it along the front part of that ankle now. How's that feel, Kyle?
Not great.
Not great. So pain we don't like. If it's not great, just uncomfortable, I'm okay with that. But if you do experience any pain, you obviously want to stop just short of that. All right, so another exercise we can do with our ankles. I like to stand up, and we just call these like
switching sides.
Do what?
I'm gonna switch sides.
Yeah, so yeah, you would definitely switch sides. I'm showing you
I gotta switch
obviously an
sides.
abbreviated version where I have to talk for 1 minute.
I gotta switch sides.
So Kyle's switching sides.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna switch sides while you cue the next one.
All right, so the next one, I like to do these guys. It's an ankle roll, so we're just going from right to left. So rolling onto the arch of one side and then to the outside of that other foot. Just coming back and forth. If you find something that's gonna stick, you can hang out there for a second, or you can just keep going. So again, I would do these for 10 to 20 reps. 1, 2. See, I think that feels lovely. How about you?
Look at that.
Lovely.
My feet are super flat, so I'll move that way.
Yeah. And so if you do have flat feet,
Yeah, I agree with that.
but you said it, not me.
Good, man.
But these could also be a nice way for, stretching out the arch and getting some muscle built up in there. Okay, go around. So also, we'll come back down to the mat. Another thing you can do, we have done a lot of jumping, we can sit back down and I would probably do this back when you were feet flat, and then come up, sit on your toes. Stretch out the arch, stretch out those toes. They need to be mobile as well. So you're, again, doing lots of jumping, so you're using them more than you probably realize. So again, you can sit here, and again, what, a couple minutes, as long as you could tolerate it. I can sit here all the time.
I got about a couple seconds left in me.
And then from there, you can also do just some rotations with those feet. And then this would probably be easier if we were sitting on something, but I would do big circles to the right, big circles to the left, right out standing here. Both sound like we got bubble wrap, popcorn, one. I am feeling that, man. My ankles are super sore. And of course, if the muscles up around the calves and the ankles are super tired, even your feet, you definitely want to be doing some sort of myofascial release on those. So using your lacrosse ball, your softball, any other kind of massage tools, instruments you have, you can dig around and all of that good stuff. Next up, wrists. So,
Guys, real fast, myofascial release is a fancy term for massage. So if you don't have any like massage tools or anything, use your thumbs.
use your thumbs. A water bottle. Some people I've heard will do, like, you take a frozen water bottle and you can roll your feet with that. You can work out, so then you got like the nice cooling sensation and that. But yes, massage. Yeah, your fingers are great. So guys, for the wrists, let's start out here. We're going to turn our fingers back towards your knees, and you can either just kind of sit back into it, find a nice little spot where you're feeling that tension.
Guys, notice we both start hips over knees and then wrists, shoulders right over wrists. sit back from there. Now, G and I have lots of practice bending our wrist back this way, but just make sure you're starting at what's appropriate for you. Don't try to like jump right in.
Then we can take and we can turn our palms up. So we're gonna put the bottom or the top of our hand down on the mat. Same thing, and working your way back, but again, very slowly. What you want to make sure you're doing though is keeping your shoulders away from your ears, keep everything pulled back. From there, you can do these kind of little screwdrivers. I kind of like to do those. So just rotating the elbow in and out. Yeah. You feel it. And you can also turn your fingers toward each other, and we can go from side to side. So just gentle rocks. You do not want to put too much pressure on those wrists. You can curl your fingers from here. And all that time might as well be stretching those toes. Then come up, get some rotation on that. You can do those. I love doing it together. I don't know why, but 10 to the right, 10 to the left. Passive stretching here and here. So that would be opposite. If it's too much, maybe to put all that body weight on them, you could do it just from here using your hand to push it back and forth. So that's what we have for you today. Anything else to add? What you got?
Oh, okay.
All right. So work on those feet, work on those ankles, wrists, all that good stuff, so that